Room on the Broom. The witch had a cat, and a hat that was black, and long ginger hair in a braid down her back. How that cat purred, and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wild, and how the cat spat when the wind blew so wildly, it blew off the hat. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, I am a dog as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me? Yes, cried the witch, and the dog scrambled on. They tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forest they flew. The dog wagged his tail and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed out loud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her braid just like that. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then from a tree with an ear-splitting shriek, there flopped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said as the witch tied her braid in the bow, I am a bird, as green as can be. Is there room on a bird on the broom for a bird like me? Yes, cried the witch, so the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The bird shrieked with glee and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky. To the back of beyond, the witch cluttered her bow, clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, out from a pond leaped a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on a fold of her cloak, I'm a frog as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me? Yes, said the witch. So the frog bounced on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy and the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. I am a dragon as mean as can be, and a witch with French fries tastes delicious to me. No! cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after, breathing out fire. Help! cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon grew near with a giant with a glint in his eyes and said, "Just this once I'll have a witch without fries." But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 fateful heads, and it had wings like a bird, and its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squealed as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, "Buzz off! That's my witch!" The dragon drew back and he started to shriek. "I'm sorry," he spluttered. "I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly." And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down the bird flew, and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat, and phew, said the dog. And thank you, the Great Witch cried. "Without you, I'd be in that dragon's inside." Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, "Find something." Everyone threw something in. So the frog found a lily, and the cat found a cone. The bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. Then threw them all in. The witch stirred them all well, and while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. "Ickety, zickety, zackety, zoom!" Then out rose a truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird and a pool for the frog. "Yes," cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. The Missing Cupcake Mystery. Justin spotted boxes of cupcakes with rainbow sprinkles. Jordan and Jade saw them too. "Mom, can we get cupcakes?" asked Jordan. "Please, Mom," asked Jade. Justin said, "We've got lots of fruit, but cupcakes would be good too." Mom looked at the 3 smiling faces. "Okay, but we all have to agree to save them until dinner." Everyone agreed. They would have the cupcakes for dessert that evening. Home in the kitchen. The kids helped Mom put away the groceries. Jordan unpacked the cupcakes. "Can we have one now?" "Yes, Mom, please," asked Jade. "Just one," asked Justin. "Please, please, please," they all chanted. Mom reminded them that the cupcakes were for dessert. Everyone nodded. Mom put the box of cupcakes in the refrigerator. Then she said, "Now go wash your hands. It's almost time for dinner." At the dinner table, "What would you like on your hamburgers?" asked Dad. Jordan wanted cheese. Jade wanted ketchup. Justin just wanted a plain hamburger. And some corn on the cob. Potato salad and baked beans too. The whole family was enjoying Dad's hamburgers. Even Ruby, they were delicious. How was everyone's day at school? Asked Dad. We played football, said Justin. We played volleyball, said Jade. We had a math test, said Jordan, and it was really hard, but I did great. I'm glad everyone had a good day, said Dad. Me too, said Mom. Is everybody finished eating? Everyone said yes, and then helped Mom and Dad clear the table. Time for cupcakes, said Jordan. Yay, said Justin. Finally, shouted Jade. Mom went to the refrigerator to get the cupcakes. Then she came back with a puzzled look. One of the cupcakes is missing, she said. Did someone eat one? Asked Dad. It wasn't me, said Jordan. Or me, said Justin. It sure wasn't me, said Jade. Then where did it go? Asked Justin. All the kids looked at each other. Well, said Mom, it looks like we have quite a mystery on our hands. Yes, we do have a mystery on our hands, said Dad, and we need to figure it out. No dessert until we solve the mystery of the missing cupcake. Justin, Jordan, and Jade quickly started searching the house for clues. Justin and Jordan looked everywhere. Jade headed down the hall to her room, and Ruby followed. Jade sat on a bed, feeling very sad. Ruby sat beside Jade's bed, and then started sniffing all around. Ruby scratched the rug with her paw. There she found cupcake crumbs and started nibbling each little one. Jade looked at Ruby. Ruby looked at Jade. It was just a tiny fib, Jade whispered to Ruby. The cupcakes look so delicious. I didn't want to make Mom and Dad mad at me, said Jade. Ruby looked at Jade. What do you think I should do? Jade asked Ruby. Ruby walked to the door and looked back at Jade. Ruby, you were right, said Jade. I should tell them the truth. The true story. Jade walked back to the kitchen. I need to tell you something, Jade said softly. I ate the cupcake. We are sad and we are happy, replied Mom. You're sad that you disobeyed, but happy that you told us the truth. You must always tell the truth, said Dad. All the time, said Mom. I will, Jade promised. Okay, the mystery is solved, said Dad. We can have our dessert now, but Jade, you already had your cupcake. Okay, Jade agreed. That's fair. Mom and Dad hugged her. We are proud of you. And Ruby was proud of Jade, too.